Hello everyone, this is Tall Tom, and I've got another video for you. I'm going to make this a totally uncut video of the process of moving an old style hard drive from an old style Xbox 360 to a new 4 gigabyte Xbox S 360S. It does not include a hard drive. This is the hard drive slot in the bottom. As you can see, there's nothing in there. It does have 4 gigabyte of internal memory, but some games and things do not see that as a hard drive. One game in particular is Reach. Does not, and that's a problem because I like to forge, and that's something I like to do a lot on my old one, my old 20 gigabyte, and it red ringed, so I can't forge anymore unless I either shell out the cash for one of these style hard drives, or from what I've read online, transferred my old Xbox 360's hard drive to this model, and that apparently can be done. So I'm going to attempt to do just an uncut, as it happens kind of video here to show you that process. I've never done it before. I've seen some steps online on how to do it, so I think I can pull it off. So we're going to give it a try here. Let me show you the problem Xbox first. You'll bear with me. Like I said, uncut. So, alright, so here's the old one, and yes, that is a Pee Wee Herman doll. See, it's got the 20 gigabyte hard drive on top, and when you turn it on, beautiful, huh? Yeah. I've had this sucker about 5-6 years, and it finally just gave up the ghost. So I'm going to try this. So I'm going to turn that off. If you've never taken this off before, it's pretty simple. You just push the button. Of course, it's hard with one hand when you're holding a camera. And there it is. That's the whole hard drive. You can see it's got a special connector here. And it has a T7 Torx 7 screws. Let me get in real tight there, see if you can see that. If it will focus. And it's got 1, 2, 3, and then from what I understand, number 4 is underneath. Oh, there's my camera lens. Underneath the Microsoft logo here. This is like a tamper-proof sticker to prove that you haven't opened this because you void your warranty. Of course, as old as this is, I'm not too concerned about warranty. I just want to be able to forge and get to my old game saves. So, got my Torx toolkit here. So let's go back over here, and we'll get started here. Good old tripod. And I'll zoom in a little tighter here so you can see what I'm doing. It's pretty good. Alright. So it's a T7. I think that's this one, which is the smallest one in my kit. So it's T7 there. I'll move this Xbox for the moment just so I can work a little easier. So let's start taking them out. And I was really disappointed. I thought that the 4 gigabyte would count as a hard drive. I didn't do all my research. I know that's bad, but it was a lot cheaper model, and I thought I was getting a good deal, and I would still be able to do what I wanted to do. But fortunately, there is a fix for people who don't want to spend all that extra money, because essentially this is the same Xbox. I think you can just punch right through here to get to that. Yep. And there you go. My warranty is now void. Yeehaw. So there we go. 4 Torx screws. See if I can get this apart now. See, I've never done this before, so this is new to me. I remember saying that the button's a little tricky. There it goes. Not too bad. And that's just all plastic. It really does nothing. And let's check this out here. It looks like we have a couple more Torx, and they're larger. So let's see if I got that. I hope I do. looks like it might be this size here. This is a T9. And yes, so it's a T9. So you'll need two of these. You need a T7 and a T9. Suckers are on there. Right, that lifts right off. Just a piece of metal there. And here we have the hard drive. It's just a standard mini hard drive. I think it's a SATA connection. That's the part that connects to here. We're not going to need that in the slim model because it's a totally different design. So this is the part where you got to kind of lift that up right there, because this is going to stop you from sliding it out. So you got to lift that up and then slide it forward, and you got to pull this connector off like that, and it comes right on out, and we don't need this anymore. So now we're down to just the hard drive. It's a, I don't know if you can see that, it's a Seagate. Let me make sure I'm in the shot here. Seagate hard drive with the SATA connection there. So let's hope this works. Move this out of the way. Let's pull out our 4 gigabyte. Move the bottom panel, it's just a little tab here. And if you buy the one in the store, it has a rather large, well, get in the shot, it has a rather large plastic housing around this very same hard drive. So this little skinny thing here is going to go inside the slot. So if you can see down in there, I don't think so. Let me adjust the light and see if I can get a good shot of it down inside of there. Here we go. A little tricky, but you can kind of see that hard drive connection down in there. So that's what I got to aim for, because I don't have the wonderful housing to help guide it in there for me. So, but I can see that will line up. That is the same connection. So I just kind of float it in there and try to find it, and it should kind of snap in from what I've heard if you find the right spot. So far it's a no-go. I might have to hold this up more vertically here. Back the camera up a little bit. There we go. Let me try it this way. Down in there. I felt it. And I'm looking down in there. You can see it's kind of floaty, but it is connected. It's plugged into the exact same connector that was on the old one here. This connector here. It's the same thing, but it's down inside of the new model. And that's pretty much it. You know, of course that's a little floaty. I guess if you really wanted to, you could put some packing around that a little bit or something, or maybe a piece of tape across it just to help stabilize. I may actually do that later, but I want to test it and make sure this works. So then you just put the cover back on like so, and now all that's left to do is try it out. So that concludes the dismantling and replacing. You see, it's pretty simple. I've never done it before. I just read up online a little bit. So that's all that's involved. I will make a cut here because it's just boring to see me hook up an Xbox, but I'll hook this up and I'll boot it up and let you look at the results. So be right back. Okay, so we've got the old Xbox that is sitting here, no hard drive obviously anymore. Still red ringing, yay. Got to figure out what I'm going to do with this thing. And I got my new one hooked up. I've just inserted the hard drive from this one into the bottom. I'm going to fire it up and see how it goes. Let me turn on my setup here. I've got a Sanyo HD projector up here. And my old surround sound. That thing's old. And my screen. So let that fire up. And let's turn this puppy on and see what happens here. Little touch sensor there. The controller. I hear it booting up. Alright. So booted up okay. No red ringing or anything on the new one. That's good. Alright, so we'll go to my Xbox, and we're going into memory, and there we go. That's how much space I still have left free, because I've used quite a bit. But there's some old games and stuff. So this is all coming off of the old hard drive. You can tell too, because I got a look inside Xbox. That's the video that came. I don't know if y'all seen that. That's from the old Xbox. Some old trailers. Halo 3 announcement. That's really old. So all that is from the old drive. So it's reading it just fine. Now it does show the memory unit. It's interesting. I really have nothing saved on it, and it's only 2.9 gigabyte. Even though they advertise 4, you really only get about 3 realistically, because they're using the other gigabyte for storing system files or something like that. So there you go. That concludes this video. It does work, so don't be afraid to try it. I've heard you do not get banned for this. I've heard there was rumors that you did. As far as Microsoft knows, you're just using a 20 gigabyte legitimate hard drive, which I am. And I paid good money for it, so I'm going to use it. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that's helpful to some of you guys. Peace out.